Hi, I'm Jimmy LaRam, and welcome to Original Content Trivia, where we play 4 rounds in 15 minutes. Each round will have 10 questions. We give you 10 seconds to answer each question. If you get the question right, give yourself 10 points. If you miss it, 0 points. Don't ever subtract points. And the final boss question of the game could earn you up to 100 points. Now, I record all of my questions, but you're welcome to mute me if my vocal stylings irritate you as much as it irritates me. Round 1 today is going to be general knowledge. We'll be covering topics like the Boy Scouts, Godzilla, Wheaties, and more. Don't forget to keep score, a pen and paper, or in your head, or however you want to do it. Here's question number 1. What is the Boy Scouts' 2-word motto? The correct answer is be prepared. Here's question 2. Caviar is typically made from the eggs of which fish? Sturgeon. Everyone guesses salmon, but it's sturgeon. Here's question 3. Godzilla hails from which country? Score 10 points if you put Japan. Gojira! Here is question number 4. The name of the world's largest rodent, the capybara, translates to what? Water pig, grass hog, giant gopher, or captain of the prairie? Multiple choice. Water pig is the correct answer. 10 points for that cute little fella right there. Isn't he gorgeous? Here is question number 5. What does the M in RMS stand for when it comes to the Titanic? RMS Titanic. It stands for Royal Mail Ship. The M stands for mail. Here is question number 6. In which city and state, both starting with C, will you find the headquarters of Apple Inc.? I'm probably saying it wrong, but it is the city of Cupertino, California. Here is question number 7. The Roman numeral M represents which number? M is for 1000. Here is question number 8, multiple choice. Which athlete was the first ever to appear on Wheaties cereal boxes? Mary Lou Retton, Bruce Jenner, Lou Gehrig, or Dorothy Hamill? Lou Gehrig. Yes, there he is on the Wheaties box. Here is question number 9. Which branch of the U.S. military has the most members? This has been true for many years, and that is the Army. The Army. Last question, round 1, number 10. True or false? 2019's The Joker is the only R-rated movie to earn over $1 billion worldwide. True or false? 50% chance? The correct answer is true. Still today in 2026. All right, you guys, time for the picture round. Pause here if you want to check scores. Our initials are JJ, so famous faces of people whose initials are JJ. So their first and last name both start with J. Here is picture number 1. Name this famous face. That is, of course, Janet Jackson. Here comes famous face number 2. Jimmy Johnson, NFL, Dallas Cowboys. Here's number 3. We want the character name, not the actress's name that you see here. The character she played, most famous character. The character that fits the theme of JJ is Jessica Jones. Here is number 4, a little bit of a throwback. The gunslinger, infamously known as Jesse James. I can't say infamously. Here is number 5. Our initials are JJ. Who is this? That is the incomparable Janis Joplin. All right, bringing you a little more up to date for number 6. Our initials are JJ. Who is this? Which of the Jonas Brothers is it? It's Joe Jonas. Here is number 7. Sports fans probably recognize this gentleman as Jaromir Jagr. All right, here is a logo. The name of this company, initials are JJ. Gourmet sandwiches from Jimmy John's. All right, time for number 9, our rocker. What's her name? Initials JJ. That is a more recent picture of Joan Jett. Still looking awesome. Now here's number 10, one more JJ musician. You may recognize him as Jack Johnson. All right, you guys, that wraps up round 2. Round 3 is going to be sports the most. From the NFL to the NBA to tennis and more, these are teams and athletes with the most in various categories. Good luck on this one. If you like sports, you're going to love it. Which NFL team has appeared in the most Super Bowls? Of course, it's the New England Patriots. Appeared in 11. Is it 12 now? I don't know. Which tennis player has the most men's majors singles titles with 24? The correct answer is Novak Djokovic. Here is question number 3. Which NHL team has the most Stanley Cup Finals appearances? Our category is the most in sports, and this answer is the Montreal Canadiens. Here is question number 4. Which NHL goalie has won the most career Conn Smythe trophies, which is the Stanley Cup MVP? Correct answer is Patrick Waugh. He's won 3. Here's number 5. Which NBA team, including relocations, has appeared in the most finals series? I think this team only had one relocation, and it was from Minneapolis to Los Angeles Lakers. Here is number 6. Which Major League Baseball player has the most career runs scored with 2,295? Yep, Ricky Henderson. Here is question number 7. Which soccer player has the most international goals scored? International goals scored. And that achievement goes to Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, number 8. Which Major League Baseball team has the most World Series appearances? Sports the most. 5 seconds for your answer. It is the New York Yankees. All right, number 9, which NFL quarterback has the most career passing touchdowns in history for the regular seasons and playoffs? So, everything. Three seconds. Yep, Tom Brady, 737, including the playoffs. Here is last question. Besides Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points, which player has the record for the most points scored in a single game? This is, of course, the NBA. No one's ever topped Wilt the Stilt, but someone came close, and that's Kobe Bryant with 81. All right, time for the final round. 9 regular questions with a final boss question number 10. Could earn you up to 100 points. Here's question number 1. The British Cayman Islands are located in which sea? Those beautiful islands are found in the Caribbean Sea. Here is number 2. Who do you fear if you have victricophobia? Uncle, brother, stepfather, or stepmother? Multiple choice. When you think of fear, you think stepmother, but this one is stepfather. Here is question 3, a little image to help you. Also known as Earth Pig, what animal is pictured here? The correct answer is aardvark. I prefer Earth Pig, actually. Here is question number 4. Glossitis is inflammation of which part of the human body? The correct answer, the tongue. That'd be awful, wouldn't it? Number 5. What is the capital city of the state of Illinois? Five seconds to answer this one. Are the Simpsons from there? I think they might be. Springfield, Illinois. Here is question number 6. Cashmere comes from which animal? Goat, sheep, mink, or capybara? Was capybara a clue previously? No, it was not. The correct answer is goat. Here is number 7. On the periodic table, what element is represented by the letter S? Name that element. Three seconds. The correct answer is sulfur, not sulfur. That's a different thing. All right, here's number 8. Aberdeen is a city located in which UK country? Aberdeen. Three seconds, get your answer in. The correct answer is Scotland. And if it isn't Scottish, it's question number 9. Who has more millionaire households, China or the US? 50-50 chance here. Three seconds. If you guessed the US, give yourself 10 points. All right, time for the final boss question. Up to 8 potential answers. Your goal is to guess the top single answer. You want to, any answer is going to score points, but you want to give yourself 10, whatever points are given on the left side of the answer. All right, that's how many more points you add your total score. Here is your final question. Travel is the category. Which city has the most international visitors according to the latest global data? Five seconds to get your answer in. And from bottom to top, here are your answers. Antalya, Mecca in Saudi Arabia, Dubai. 60 points for Macau, 70 points for Istanbul. London gets 80 points. If you guessed Hong Kong, you get 90. And if you guess this, you get 100 points. The correct answer is Bangkok, Thailand. 100 points for that. That wraps up the game. Thanks for playing, you guys. Make sure you post your score. If you are playing against each other, post who won. Post who the big winner is. Post your name. And we'll see you at the next game. You guys, appreciate you joining me here at Original Content Trivia.